What up, folks? What up, people? Ace Boy Reel's going live. Let's get it going. Got my new camera, my Sony camera, looking good. Ain't no lag. Doing better. That's what I'm talking about. Crazy news today. Y'all want me to land the plane positively? Ooh-wee. Our guy Trump, guilty. I don't even have enough breath to say how guilty that motherfucker is. Gotta be the curse already, but dang. Guilty on all. He's a felon. Ooh-wee. I don't know. I really don't know what to think. Thank you, Calvin King. Just subscribe. Appreciate you. Shit. I didn't even know the shit was coming out today. Like, really, I really didn't know. I just looked at my thing and saw, like, okay, guilty on 3 accounts. Guilty. So what does this mean? Does he still get to run for president? Or if you're a felon, you can't run for presidency, right? Ooh, what's good, Ace Boy Dogface? What's up, EC? Oh, man. Wilma's Harbor area. What up? Let's get into this. Let's get right to this, man. So before we get to Trump and all that, you know, I'm laughing, having a good time with that. Like, he got a lot of stuff going on. He in the ace pit for sure, but a multiple felon. Ooh-wee. Sometimes you think that money is going to be everything, and that money ain't everything. He's not in certain circles. There's certain circles that don't want him around. He wasn't a part of certain elite circles. Oh, man. But you know what I've been thinking about, and I've been like going over my mind is, you know, the topic of the title of this live is symbiotic relationships and friendships. Is there a mutual benefit? Who knows, right? But with all these podcasts and all this information and all this stuff going on, a lot of these people are solely surviving off of other people's content, right? They're not making or generating anything new or value. So they're just strictly surviving off of other pods, what they said, what they did over here. So it's like symbiotic, right? Like symbiotic relationships, but you have some symbiotic relationships that are beneficial to both parties, right? Like pollination, like pollinating a flower and a bee or whatever, like is mutually beneficial. But you have some that are only beneficial to one, but it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like a leech. It's not that bad. You get they suck a little blood or whatever, or a barnacle on a whale, like a parasite, like a barnacle, and the whale's got 1,000 barnacles on it. It doesn't really bother them. But then you got like tapeworms that's just eating off of everything that you supply. All the food you supply, they don't do anything but eat off of what you supply it, and you don't get all the nourishment that you should get because this tapeworm or this parasite is also eating off of what you provide. So I'm seeing that on these podcasts. I'm not naming no names or anything like that, but to be a parasite and not know you're a parasite is the funniest shit in the world. You got these cats saying that, I'm just commenting on. I'm in this platform too. I'm in this industry too. I'm just commenting on content that I see. On the content that I see, I'm just talking about it. But they're looking at themselves as if they have good podcast or positive podcast. But really, what up, everybody? What's up? But really, you're not no podcaster. You don't have no etiquette in that manner. You're literally like a fan at a basketball game. You know, these outrageous fans that be cussing at the athletes, like just going berserk on the athletes, like it's their right to, because I paid for a ticket, I can disrespect and call you whatever the hell I want to call you. Yeah, she said this, so I can say whatever I want. So because you bought a ticket, you think you can disrespect a man or disrespect a woman and say all kind of vulgar stuff? Background relay, damn it. Touch fuzzy. Let me see. How about now? How about now? Fuzzy, damn. Yeah. I'm sorry if it's fuzzy. If it's really fucked up, please let me know, y'all. I'll turn down the mic. Let me turn this off. We good? Are we good now? Hopefully we good. I don't know. Let me comment on your work and let me get it back. That's exactly what it is. But they don't understand that they're fans. You're really just a fan. Just chill out and enjoy the game. But you want to make money off of you enjoying the content. You want to make money. You want to. Oh, sounds good. It's better. Okay. But these people are just literally sitting on the sideline thinking that they should be taken seriously about criticizing LeBron James when they ain't never shot a fucking basketball. You gonna criticize a star or somebody that's doing well in the field, and you're not even good in that field. You're not even good in that field. You don't even have any expertise or any experience in that field, and you want people to take you serious about your critique of somebody that's been doing it for however long they've been doing it. Let's just use LeBron James. I'm not trying to compare people to LeBron James, but you think you can sit on the sideline, critique LeBron James, and call him all kinds of names, and then when you get in his presence, it's like, yeah, man, I'm just commenting on what you did. First off, you ain't got no background in it. You ain't got no expertise. And now you got to deal with me. And that shit is so lame. Like, it's just like, oh man, it's so weird because people are quicker to call somebody a name or disrespect somebody over the internet than they are in somebody's face. When was the last time they called somebody a hoe in their face? You want to call somebody a hoe from afar and then get mad or act like I'm not supposed to, or friends aren't supposed to react how friends are supposed to react. But would you have said that in her face? Or would you, like, are you that disrespectful? You wouldn't say certain shit to somebody's face. So why are you going to say it over the internet? Hey, you know I'm in here. Don't ever forget about me. Playing, we not from 63rd. Here we go. I'm gonna read his real quick. We playing devil's advocate. So should Adam 15, who has been doing pod for years, should take take your critique? You've been doing it for a year only. I don't have any critique for him. How can I critique Adam 22? I don't even know what the hell he's doing. I don't know what the hell he's doing, what his plans are, what his shit is. Whatever he's doing, he's successful at it. I'm just not on that type of negative shit. That's his lane. Who am I to tell him how to make his money or what he's doing is right or wrong? I'm not here to critique a professional in whatever they're doing. He's a porno dude and he's a interviewing guy and whatever. That's his shit. But I guarantee you, I'm not going to say something on here or act a certain way on here that I'm not going to keep that same energy when I see the person. Internet banging is at an all-time high. Like it is I got to figure out my internet, man. I'm tired of this shit. I don't know what's going on. Get Manny's ass over here. But you can't clean that up. There's no cleaning that up to be like, oh yeah, this is just critique of of what this is going on. Like, nah, you gotta live up to what you say. If you're not gonna say it in the light, don't say it in the dark. Don't feel comfortable on your couch at your house talking shit. Talk shit amongst the peers. Okay, but it's, and that's the thing. Like, so do they know that they're leeches and they're surviving off of just critiquing other people? Like, your whole get down is other people. So are you thanking these people? Thank you for this content that you're allowing me to talk to. Where's the respect? Because without them, you're nothing. Without this content, without this person's content or this platform, you have nothing. So shouldn't there be a level of respect? Like, hey, you know what? Let me thank this motherfucker, because I wouldn't be sitting my lazy ass on this couch gossiping, talking about whatever they're talking about what they're talking about, if it wasn't for them. Hey, I like that, EC. Real people discuss ideas. Small people discuss people. That's real. What Susie says about Sally says more about Susie than it does say about Sally. Hey, thank you to SF. Lot Lizards love, man, for real. When the coffee coming? So sipping. My coffee with Rios is dropping tomorrow. I have an episode dropping tomorrow. It was at Sipping Sonder in Inglewood. So yeah. Everybody deserves a baseline respect. Thank you for the super chat, SF. Everybody deserves a baseline of respect until they do something to lose that respect. Shout out Lot Lizards. I don't know why there's playback in the background. Let me see if I got something opened up. Nope, I don't have anything opened up. Let me see, make sure. Maybe I got the settings messed up on my camera. I'm using a new camera today. Maybe it's picking it up on the camera and the mic. Ooh-wee. Fuck. My bad, y'all. Let me see. Trying to fix it. Maybe it's worse for some people than it does as others. My bad, y'all. Whatever. I'll figure it out. But we just got to start calling these people out for what they are. You know what I mean? Like, they're hacks. They're literally leeches sucking the blood off of other people and not giving those people the respect. Not only are they not respecting them, they're disrespecting them. Hey, go make your wifey dinner. Much respect, man. Taking care of your wife. That's what's up. New cam, girl. You know, got my Sony. I've been trying to set it up for a minute, but I've been doing shooting at the coffee shops with it, but I'm finally like using it for the streaming. No echo. Damn, I wonder what's going on. But my bad, y'all. I'm trying to get better. I need this shit to. You can, okay, we not from 63rd. Let me just say this. I can critique basketball, right? But I cannot say, damn, LeBron or who would say somebody else? Anthony Edwards is a bastard. It's a punk. He didn't make that three. What a buster. He went for it. He's a buster. He can't play basketball. He's weak. Like, I'm not somebody that can get paid off it. And I'm not presenting myself as somebody that is a professional in the field. Like, listen to what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is got concrete facts to it. What's the good takes? Where's the respect? Where's the, like, you know what? I want to shout them out for how they. Do you know how difficult it is to have a relationship under a microscope? It's already hard just having a relationship in general, being married, being with somebody for more than 10 years. But do you know how difficult it is when you're under a microscope and people are getting to see you at live times? While you're drinking, while you're doing this, you got wild takes, making mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect. And then people want to judge you and your relationship based off that. Talk on the internet as if you're in person. Like, why not give the I give respect to a lot of people, because even what that dude is doing over there, he built a platform, a successful platform. He deserves his respect for that. Like that, he built something up out of nothing, out of riding a BMX, or I think it was BMX. I think he was a bike rider. But from that to interviewing clout rappers or whatever to what he has now, he's built an empire. That deserves respect. I may not agree with his lifestyle. I may not agree with the way he treats his wife. But he's gone back and forth with my people. You know what I mean? Like, so there's an arena there. There's a platform there. But he still deserves respect, as in, like, yeah, that he's got one of the top platforms out here, and he's doing a lot with it. But sports fanatics get kicked out of games. You can't touch the athlete. You can't disrespect the athlete beyond a pro. Like, you can't do that. Like, it's what are the guidelines? You think you could just say anything and do whatever you want with no repercussions? That's not how life works. That's not life. Ace Boy 909 Dino, thank you for the super chat, $5. You did your thing on back on Fig. Damn. Noise a little bit on this stream. It's nothing too serious though. Yeah, but you know what? When I try to clip it and do clips, it's gonna be all whack and messed up. I gotta get this fool Manny over here. Let me call this fool. Hold on. I'm about to go off on Manny.
What up, champ?
I'm on live, nigga. When you gonna come fix my internet?
I already told you was what. You playing around.
I ain't playing it.
Conversation on Saturday.
Huh?
We just had a conversation on Saturday about getting shit together. Or was that Sunday?
Yeah, you don't even remember.
It was Saturday or Sunday. I know it's one of them days.
I need you to get your ass up over here, man. Come check this shit out. I'm using the new Sony camera for the stream, for the live. But they saying it's like a echo.
Yeah, it's a little echo on there. What you got going on tomorrow?
Work and then coming home. Oh shit, nigga, the Ace Boys Real Wife, fool.
Yeah, I'm talking about like early. After work.
After work, I'm gonna just head home.
What time you off?
Like 4.
Oh yeah. Stick a fork in that for tomorrow.
Just come over here on your own, fool.
Hey, who gonna be at the house?
I'll leave a key for you.
Alright, well, I'll call you.
Okay. Yeah, y'all, I'm sorry. Manny ain't came over to do what he was supposed to do.
Alright, man.
Yeah, y'all, I'm trying to get him to do what he said he was going to do. All right. Sorry. I may sound that way, but I'm almost 4 years sober. Like, respect is earned, not given. I don't like people like Skip Bayless. We not from 63rd. I'm not going to acknowledge you too much more if you keep saying silly shit like that. How long has Skip Bayless been a journalist? Skip Bayless is a professional. He's a journalist. How long has he been a journalist? Is that nigga fresh out of college talking about these this shit that he's talking about, like he's been doing it forever. Skip's been in the game for a long time. I'm not comparing these niggas to Skip. I'm proud of you, EC. Sobriety ain't no joke. Really proud of you. Ace Boy Dogface, 6 months. Let's go. We got some positive stuff going on here. People on their stuff. Kevin Finley, $9.99. What up, bro? Thank you for the super chat. So you answer yourself. Do you like what Skip Bayless does then? Because what's he critiquing? Who cares what he like? If he's not talking about basketball or sports, what else is he talking about? Let me see if I could do something. Hold on. We not from 63rd. It's how he feed his family. You can't complain, nigga. You just go any by any means necessary feed your family. What kind of comment is that? Hey, yeah, he killing people, but he feeding his family. I can't be mad about that, nigga. You can't be mad. Somebody is doing something wrong to make money to feed their family. It's still wrong. Wrong is wrong, fool. Like just debating to debate, arguing to argue. Like it don't make no sense. I don't know. Let me look it up. Does Trump have an opportunity to still be president? Let me see. I haven't even looked that up yet. $34 counts. 34 counts. Found guilty on all 34. The debate can't go on forever. The debate is over. Like a debate can go on forever when somebody is arguing a point that doesn't make any sense and doesn't listen to the other debaters or listen to the other argument. When you don't listen, when you're not actively listening and you're just standing on your point because you just stand on your point, that's not a debate. You can't argue ignorance. That's Manny's burner page. That's Manny. We not from 63rd, just arguing just to argue. What up? Appreciate you. Everybody up in here. Woo! 34 charges. Can he still run for president? Yes, the U.S. Constitution sets out relatively few eligibility requirements for presidential candidates. They must be at least 35. There's no rules blocking candidates with criminal records. But I think it will affect. Do y'all think it will affect the voters? That they'll have a problem voting for a felon? There's some people out there that's like, nah, if he's been. Some people out there that's like, nah, you got a criminal record. I'm not messing with you. Manny, you think this fool's still going to... damn it, man. This shit is so interesting. I don't know what this election is going to look like. I have no idea what the next 6 months has in store for us. Really, I really, really don't. So he gets sentenced on July 11th. Like, what was this? Oh, man. Can be a fine, probation, or supervision, or possibly prison time. What if this fool Trump gets prison time, man? Trump will be up in prison running shit up. I know exactly who 63rd is. What? Hey, Bay Area PSA. Super chat, $199. 200. Donnie Loke got to bust down them spreads on the level 4. Hey, Bay Area, you a champ for that, man. I appreciate you. $199, $200 super chat. That's my biggest super chat ever. Thank you, man. Donnie Loke gonna be going hard up in prison if he go to jail. I guarantee you that. He gonna have all kinds of people behind him. If Donald Trump goes to prison, for real, if Donald Trump goes to prison, I literally think that fool will turn that prison upside down and he'll end up running the whole prison. That fool Donnie Loke is a real G, man. Like, yay, area. Hey, let's go. And this is all about the hush money shit. This is one of the not even that serious of a shit. He's got other cases out there like this dude. I don't know how this fool ain't stressed out. Man, Jay Brown, if anything happens to Trump, if anything happens to him right now, it's over. That dude's got a lot of power, man. People be tripping. They don't really realize how much power that guy has, man. That dude is officially that guy. I didn't say I disliked. Oh man, this dude 63rd is so funny, man. Like, shut up, man. Oh shit. This nigga is so funny. He just wants to argue so bad. I'm not about to argue with you. Your man called Biden and Trump are old as fuck. No matter what, we gonna have an old ass president. Biden's ass barely can stay up, but if he win, he gonna be the oldest president ever. Trump gonna be the oldest president. I'm kind of a handyman. I could hold my own around the house and around cars and mechanical shit. Like, and nowadays you can just Google anything and figure out how to do some shit. It ain't hard. You can fake it till you make it, man. Now I wouldn't go work on the president's car. I know my limitations. I'm cool. I ain't that good. This fool 63rd is hilarious, man. I really actually appreciate it. That fool is funny as hell. That fool 63rd said, I really like Trump, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to get in trouble. Oh, man. Hey, thank you, Said Soul Food Deliciousness. This is a nice wholesome channel. I mess with it. It give you a break from all the drama. That's what I'm trying to create here. That's all I'm trying to do here is create a space that we can have a good time, laugh, learn from each other, talk, and get our issues off, without being too judgmental of other people. I used to build Ace Boy Dogface. I used to build rockets at SpaceX. I used to build rockets. I don't build rockets no more. That was about, how long ago was I at SpaceX? That was about 5-6 years ago. I was at SpaceX for 6 years, but I've been gone for about 5 or 6 years. First stage to second stage to lead prop integration, avionics and prop final lane testing. Yeah, I had 2 lanes on second stage that I was the lead for. But now I'm an electromechanical engineering technician. It's crazy. It womp womp. It really is crazy. Out of all the millions of people, that is those dudes who are running for. It's just like I'm telling you. It's like soap operas. Like it's unreal. Like you just got to sit back and look and pay attention to the details, like the writing in between the lines, because shit is absolutely atrocious. Like our reality is absolutely atrocious. Shit is crazy. So we just got to deal with it. Rios, you got any old school cars? No, I don't have any old school cars. I used to have a 68 Camaro, an 85 Mustang, and a 68 Mercury Cougar, but I don't have them anymore. How did you land that, and did you learn? And how did you learn that? Ace Boy Dogface. So the way I got into SpaceX was they had a mass hiring, right? And they hired about 500 people. I was an EMT in Compton at the time, working for Explorer One in Compton. I was an EMT trying to go the fire route, but I wasn't enjoying it like that. So I filled out an application at SpaceX, got in. Well, I had my interviews at SpaceX, and once I had my interviews, I was lying in my interviews, making up shit, whatever, but ended up getting the job. And once I got up in there, I saw this dude, he was by the engines or whatever, and so I went up to him and told him that they told me to come check in with him. And he was just kind of like, they told you to check in with me? And I was like, yeah, man. They said come check in with Lou. And from there, it was on. I was on his team. And from the first day I was at SpaceX, I was in the rocket installing the COPV bottles. You know what I mean? Like, and that shit was just like mind blowing, because I had never even seen a rocket, let alone been inside a rocket installing and doing safety wire. I didn't know what safety wire was, safety cable. I don't have no A&P license, airframe and power plant license. So I was just a young cat, just like, fuck, let me go for what I know. And I faked it till I made it. You know what I mean? I was going to the dude, Greg, that was in the rocket, was like, hey, I need such and such. I need a safety cable, safety wire, a safety pliers, crow's foot, a ratchet. I need a torque wrench. I didn't know what none of that shit was. So I had him repeat what he said, and I wrote it down in my phone, and I went to the bathroom and looked up everything and Googled it. And that was like really my first 4 or 5 months at SpaceX, was just Googling everything I found out or somebody asked me. Oh man, you was at the drive-thru at Rocket Burger. Okay. Nah, man, I was pressing up the whole first stage as a temp, pressing up the whole first stage, doing dangerous shit, pressing up prop lines to 8,200 psi, not even hydro, pneumatic, 8,200 psi, prop lines, 30 feet long, no barriers. You know how dangerous that shit is? 8,200 psi, 10-minute pressure test, checking the B nuts and the jam nuts and putting fucking Snoop on it to see if it's bubbling, if it's leaking, looking at it. Shit was crazy. So I look at the shit I used to do at SpaceX. It was so fucking dumb, but I didn't know any better. And I was so hungry and thirsty to succeed. I would do whatever it took. Like I would do dangerous shit, press up the whole rocket with the fucking cold helium line popping off with zip ties, going to zip tie that shit while it's under pressure. Stupid shit. Damn near fucking up and inverting the common dome of the fucking first stage and second stage. Like, just, I mean, the LOX tank and the helium tank. What are your thoughts on Terence Howard interview on Joe Rogan? You think he's capped? I don't think Terence Howard is capped. I think, let me be like honest about this. I don't think he's capped. I feel like he's come across some information. Yeah, I had a fake resume. I had fake information. I was interviewing, saying lies, and they was catching me, but they still brought me in. But Terence Howard has come across some information that late in life that kind of can blow your brain up. You know what I mean? Like once you have lived so long thinking a certain way and then finding this information and finding out like what shit is real. I learned most of the shit that he's talking about. I learned that shit in high school as a child. I was blessed to be introduced to people that were on an elevated level about shit. Learning about powernomics, learning about the tabernacle, learning about the book of Enoch, the books left out of the Bible, like all that, the fallen angels, all that stuff. Like that's not new to me. I learned that shit when I was in high school, when I was a kid. But to be an adult and come across that information, it will fuck your brain up. Once you start reading and believing and the Behold the Pale Horse and all that NWO shit, New World Order shit, the chips and all that, it's so much information out there that is valid. David Icke and the reptilians, like all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Like, but that's all shit that I went over in high school. And I had to learn how to navigate life with that information. You know what I mean? And then once you learn some stuff, and you become aware of it, you start seeing that shit. And you start seeing it and you start knowing like, oh, this shit is fucking real. You know what I mean? Like David Icke is, I forget where he was at. He went to Chile and he became like he was like a journalist for the UK or whatever, but now he's like a reptilian like expert, like all kinds of shit. Like in London, just how we have UFO sightings and we have a bunch of UFO stuff going on in the United States. You know what's their number one thing that they report out there is prostitutes having sex with people that are shapeshifting. That they feel scales on their back, they feel something on their back when they about to orgasm, their eyes change. That's the main thing that gets reported out there in like extraterrestrial type shit. We do UFOs, they do reptilians. There's a lot of negative energy in the world, but I'm telling you, there's a shift. I feel the shift happening. I'm not joking. I really feel this shit. Like the fact that we ain't here talking about the shit we talking about. We're talking about David Icke and reptilians and shape shifting, all kinds of shit, man. Like we really don't know shit. But I know what I've seen. That's for sure. I know what I've seen. We don't know reasoning behind, oh man. We don't know reasoning behind a lot of stuff. But like the human anatomy, human systems, the functions of our body is so complex. Yeah, my shit is fucking tripping, dog. Damn it. Ace Boy Goodwill. I wish my shit wasn't tripping, man. Like this shit's really making me mad. Like fuck. How do I have myself playing in the background? What do I gotta do to fix this? Yeah, shapeshifter's fucking my shit up, EC. God damn it. So, Trump. Oh man. GFS blackout. Once you get you a profile picture, I'll give you a wrench. Ace Boy Dogface, $5 super chat. The day my cousin got killed, before I found out, I felt an immense dread enter my body. Have you ever experienced something like this? Yes. Hey, Jemai Kana, Ace Boy Algorithm, NASA, Rockets, and David Icke. Nah. Hey, I've been exposed. I've seen some shit, nigga. Like, it's some real shit out here. What'd he say? Shapeshifters like your content, Rios. Hey, they fucking with me. Tell them motherfuckers to give me a super chat. I love conspiracies. Wait, I was gonna read something. Oh, you know what? Maybe I take my headphones was plugged in. Is that better? Damn, hopefully that might work. My headphones was plugged in. Who knows? But I got you, GFS Blackout. Get your stuff up. Hit me in my DM. Let's chop it up. Wait, somebody said something. Hold on. Oh, I want to answer Ace Boy Dogface. Have you ever experienced something like this? When my grandmother died, we went to her funeral in Puerto Rico. My great grandmother, my abuela Paula, and we shared the same birthday. I was born on her birthday, and when she passed away, I was went into her room after the funeral, and like when I went into her room, it was like a big old gust of wind like came out of her room, but it knocked all the pictures off the wall, and I could smell her perfume. I could smell my grandmother like she was right in front of my face. And then like when I went to go pick the picture up off the bed that had fell on the bed, it was a picture of her, and I felt like this like rush of energy through my body. I don't know if it was like out of like fear or love, but I felt her in the room. You know what I mean? I was looking at her picture, and I really felt her transition on, and like her come in the room, and like damn near like she gave me a hug. Kevin Finley, $9.99. Nephilim, reptilian, and fallen angels are all real. Aleister Crowley drew a pic of an entity he conjured in Egypt. Looked just like a gray alien way before we seen what one looked like. Aleister Crowley, who is that? That's the Do As Thou Will. As above, so below. Do As Thou Will. I think that's who Crowley is. Do as Thou Will. Yeah. Energy never dies. Never dies. Yeah, Nephilim, reptilian, fallen angels are all real. I believe in it. I also have my thoughts on Antarctica, but I'm not about to go into it. I got my thoughts on Antarctica and what happens in Antarctica and what's going on. But all that Nephilim, reptilian, fallen angels, the Book of Enoch, the stuff that was taken out of the Bible, the King James Bible, and how they had. Let's not get all into all that, but. Thank you, Kevin, man. I appreciate your super chat, brother. Yep. Yeah, it's all lied to take us away from God. No, it's all part. In the Bible, it says, I'm going to show you that these other things are not as powerful as me. It doesn't say I'm going to show you that these other things don't exist. It says I'm going to show you that these other things have nothing on me. I am the God of all gods. I'm the true God. He didn't say that there wasn't other things out there trying to trick people and other entities out there that were fake. He didn't say that shit wasn't out there. There's shit out there. That's why I don't fuck with the Burning Man and none of that shit. I don't do none of that shit. It's all a part of God. It's all a part of him telling you that You want to fuck around with these weak entities that are evil, that ain't got shit going on? They got some shit. They got some little shit, some little trickery shit that they do, but they ain't got shit on me. And people be giving their energy to those little trickeries. What is those things called? I can't think of the name. False idols, like the false idols. There's acknowledgement of the false idols. He doesn't say that shit ain't out there. He said, don't be tricked and focused on these false idols. Nigga, look at me. Look at what I do. I am all omnipotent. Man, everybody, all these fools that are up high, these well-to-do higher ups, they know what's going on in Antarctica. They know the size of the earth. They know about these pyramids being on these electrical fields and having aquifers under them. Every pyramid that's major has an aquifer under it for energy, for power. And they're on the electric grid. If you pull the grid up of the earth, they're at all the hot spots. Come on, man. What's that? The Emerald Tablet. You got to read the Emerald Tablet. You got to read all that stuff. But this is all shit. I'm going to tell y'all about this. I had two little homeboys that was younger than me when we was like 14, 15. These little cats came from Atlanta, and they just showed up one day. We'd be smoking, drinking, whatever. These little niggas would come around and hang out with us. And we was like, where do y'all live and where the hell did y'all come from? And they was like, oh, we're on the run with our dad from Atlanta. And we were like, what? Shut the hell up. But we never met their dad. We never went to their house. They would always come where we was at. And they said their dad was running from the CIA because he had stole 12 computers. And these little cats had so much information. I was 14. These cats was 11 and 12. And they would be talking about some stuff about like the invisible ships from China that was like the size of a state. Like, and they were 11 and 12 talking to us about this. And then we started reading up on it and found like they had this book called The Tabernacle. And once we became aware of all of that stuff, so much crazy shit started happening to us. So much crazy shit started happening to our crew. Like we would be seeing like stuff. Like one night we would be out walking. We would be deep, like 15 deep, little cats on the in Long Beach on the east side, and walking in the middle of an alley. And then there would be there was this white preacher that walked up to us in the middle of the alley, walked up in the middle of us with no fear and looked at all of us. We got guns. We all, we on the wrong side. He looked at us and said, for y'all do not know what you do. And he's like, said some crazy shit and looked at all of us and said, make a move. And we knew something was off with this dude. We knew there was something that was wrong. And none of us reacted. We was like, hey, come on, let's go. Get away from this cat. Like we was smart enough to know. Yeah, Morris, man, it's so deep. Like you start talking about like birth certificates and all these ledgers and all this stuff. Like it's a lot to it. Hey, I'm telling you, Jamaicana, I seen some crazy shit in the sky in Long Beach. We seen some shit that made my homeboy cry. We were young, but we were all just standing in a circle, and he was facing us and we were facing him, and like he looked up in the air and he just like grabbed his head and hit the ground like that out of nowhere. So we all like tripped out, like what the hell's going on? And he was crying. He was like, I saw something like zigzag like this and then hit the ground. I thought it was a bomb. And we were like, dude, you are high as a kite. You are tripping, fool. And we just laughing. And then like a week later, me and his brother see the same exact thing that he explained to us. We saw it. And we was like, oh shit, that's what he was talking about. Oh, damn. And so much stuff started happening. We would be smoking in abandoned buildings and shit. And we was in a stairwell, and somebody told me to tell some crazy stories from my childhood. but they never said if it was like from as a child or as a teen. So these are my stories I'm sharing. I told them I would. And we was in the hallway and we was talking about the tabernacle, and they were going over like the stuff in China and like the invisible ship that's like the size of a state, the size of California or something. And as we're talking about it, this building is abandoned, no power, no nothing, but like we're in the stairwell at the very bottom. And like as we're talking, like we hear a noise like way up the stairwell, and then like we look up and the light at the very top just blows up like boom. And we like, oh, and we like looking at each other, and then the next floor, boom, 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 and all the lights just start exploding in the whole abandoned building. And we run out and we all just separate. We all run away and separate. And I run home, they run home, everybody runs there. And we didn't see, I don't want to say their names, but we didn't see those two little boys for another 6 months after that. Frank T, what up with you, man? Shout out to Raiders. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Rios. We come from the same place and went through the same things, but some of us did let it destroy our character. Salute, fam. It didn't destroy us. We still here. You know what I mean? Like, we may have went the wrong way. I did some shit that, oh, don't get me on CERNs. Don't get me on CERN. Like, y'all got me talking too much. Hold on. Let me talk to Frank T before I get into CERN and their idol that they worship. But Frank T, like, we still here. You know what I mean? Like, we made mistakes. I made so many mistakes, did so many drugs, and was just off on the wrong side that it made me appreciate what I have now. I will never take for granted my peace. The peace and joy that I have now, the peace and joy that I see in my children. I'll never let anybody just take that shit from me and me willingly give it up, because I know how valuable it is. I know how rough and scary and nerve-wracking it can be to be running the streets and trying to find out, looking over your back, or what is this? What's going on over here? And thinking karma's going to come get you. And like, it's a rough life, but guess what? We're here for a reason. And I appreciate you with your super chat, Frank T. I really do. I really, really appreciate you. Hey, I'm telling you, like in Long Beach, it was like so much shit going on in Long Beach that, like, Long Beach has underground tunnels that go from that green building all the way to downtown. And they say like Bugsy Siegel used to be in Long Beach running in the tunnels and doing all kinds of shit. Because, you know, they was in Vegas, but also, you know, that's Vegas ain't far from Long Beach. Maybe I need to turn down the volume of the damn shit. Ace Boy 909. I learned about that when I was 13, 14 years old, about the invisible ships. Think about being 13, 14, and you walking around and you more mature than some of the adults. And the adults would act like we were crazy. Like y'all think y'all know shit, y'all don't know nothing. I used to sit and talk to homeless people and bums, and we used to sit in circles and talk for hours at 14 years old. Have the dopest, craziest conversations. Like I used to be able to talk to anybody I wanted to. In my conversation would have people, adults, like, what? Like, think, how you know about this? Like, because we used to spend time just smoking, drinking, breathing, and talking about all kinds of shit that was going on in the world. I grew up with a father for sure. My dad struggled, as a lot of parents struggled in the 80s. My dad and mom, they struggled with certain things, but my dad struggled. But one thing he always did was he was a functioning addict his whole life. He's been sober, I think, like 20. I'm not even going to say 20. I think he's been sober even longer than that. But he was a functioning addict and never missed a day of work. When he was in halfway houses and stuff like that or whatever, yeah. But for the most part, my dad was a great example of how a man should support his family and like financially and like sacrifice. My dad, I barely saw my dad during the day or at night. My dad worked 2 jobs. By the time I was in high school, I barely saw my pops when I needed him the most. But my dad, there's one thing I can say. My dad never didn't get the job done. There is, of course, there's things that we all can do better that he could have done better. But me now as a father, I much more appreciate what my parents did for me and what they went through for me. And I love them to death and I'll never hold anything against them. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, my dad was around my dad, but it was the 80s, man. Like my grandpa was the pill man on the east side of Long Beach, Grandpa Crosby. Um, I'm actually shocked. Outstayed out there in LA Rios. What's up, LBC finest East Side cuz? Let's go, man. Like, I love everybody, man. Let's all get along, man. 13 hours smoking weed and talking to reasoning with rosters about everything. 90s, yep. We the ones. Yeah, people were way more sociable chatting, but the thing is, what I got to learn at a young age was it was the people that were avoided were the most knowledgeable. Like I learned at a young age that homeless people and bums were very intelligent. And I spent a lot of time, you know, smoking, selling weed, whatever, doing whatever, and just doing whatever we was doing at night and whatever. But getting to know the homeless people around, buying them food, feeding them, and they were very valuable because they had eyes. You know what I mean? They were always lookouts and they always kept us up and we took care of them. They took care of us. And those conversations we had with them, like, man, I want to write a book just on my conversations with homeless people. I met some of the dopest people. Some of the dopest people were on the streets. And we tend to think that everybody that's a homeless person or a bum is because they were drug addicts or, oh, they was an alcoholic. They gave up. But some people, like a lot of homeless people came upon hard times because of their family or divorce, or this woman was abused, or this man got kicked out of his family, or this man lost his job, or he went bankrupt. And so instead of living the lie, that the rat race, they said, my freedom is here on the streets. I feel more free on these streets than I did working as an accountant. It was so many accountants and financial advisors that were homeless people. Long Beach, we had a huge homeless population right around the library in downtown Long Beach. That was probably like at any given time 100 homeless people just around the library. And I owe a lot to those men and women that I talked to for some of the common sense and some of the street smarts that I gained. Money don't give you knowledge. Experience and life give you knowledge. And a lot of those people in them streets, they experienced life before they became homeless. And they chose this. Like, I'd rather be doing this than be in this rat race. How crazy, like I don't want to like seem like that guy, but how crazy is it to go to work for like 40 years, 10-hour day? When I was at SpaceX, listen to this. When I was at SpaceX, I worked for, I think, 35 days straight, 12 hours minimum, because I didn't want to get fired. I was a temp. I didn't want to get let go. And the first day I had off was like, I think it was Thanksgiving. They gave us Thanksgivings off. And that day of Thanksgiving, my wife was like, Jay, what's wrong? What's going on with you? Like, my body literally shut down. I couldn't move. I was throwing up. I was sick. And we didn't know what it was, but it was literally my body literally, I ran track my whole life. I was an athlete my whole life. I ran the 800, the 400, the mile, ran cross country. I was in peak shape my whole life. My body had never done this to me. And on Thanksgivings, I couldn't even move. My body had shut down. Like, how crazy is it to work your life away just to work and work and work and work to only retire and live another 15 years, 10, 15 years after you done gave them all the best of you? I did my battery analogy, like comparison, like we're just batteries, and by the time we're done, our capacity for energy is so low. By the time we retire, we're ready to go. My dad deserves a lot of recognition, man. My dad, and then look, my dad used to take me to AA meetings, Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics, NA meetings, Narcotics Anonymous. Me and my sister used to go to the meetings in San Pedro, Wilmington, Harbor City, and we used to go to these meetings and meet like all these motorcycle guys, Harley Davidsons. I mean, what are the Hells Angels, all kinds of shit, Crips, Bloods. It didn't matter, but we used to have to go to those meetings and listen to those stories. My dad made us listen to those stories. They made us stand up and say, "Hey, my name is Jason, and I'm the son of an alcoholic or a drug addict." I grew up in those meetings. Couldn't wait till the meetings was over to eat the cake at the end. They used to have coffee and cake. I used to be in those meetings. Me and my sister would be like, "Ooh, what they got for after the meeting?" We grew up in those, hearing those stories and seeing these men lose it all. And now that I think back about it, like think back on it, it was just like such a valuable life lessons of getting to know these people and getting to know the things that they did wrong or the things that they cherished, and seeing these grown men crying, being emotional and being like supporting each other. Like, I don't really know too many other places like AA and Narcotics Anonymous. I don't know too many other places that are supportive like that. And I will always, if I ever get to a position in life where I can give back, guess who I'm giving back? They raised me. Damn, that's a trip. They fucking raised me. Fuck. I'm just thinking about that shit. Like, I really thinking about that. We used to be running around crazy at those meetings. They knew our name. Like, "Hey, y'all, come sit down. Come do. They would just let us stand up in the beginning. They started letting us do ours first. And then so we could say our little spiel. And then we could go run around and they'll give us cake or donuts or whatever while we was running around. And all my friends thought that we had it so great. Like, "Oh, man, jealous of you and your dad and your family. Like, y'all got this." We was going through it. We just didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about it because we didn't know it was irregular. We didn't know our existence, what we were going through. We didn't know it was irregular. And then, you know, your parents, they try to will tell you like a certain lie to keep stuff going, to keep you innocent to what was going on. But yeah, man, I really, that was a major part of my life. Fuck. Nah, it is funny. You can laugh. It's okay. But like, nigga, we used to be at those meetings waiting to eat the cake at the end. I can laugh at it. All of us at some point in time, all of us grew up with drunks. Somebody in our family was a drunk. Somebody in our family was drinking, doing stupid shit. Hey, I grew up seeing people pain, but look, how am I supposed to register that pain as an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 9, 8, 10? Like, I can't register all that information as a child. Like, all we would do is just be there to support and be like, have to be there for 2 hours with our dad. So shit, better give us some fucking cake. Yeah, AA is core Bible. Yeah, like I inherited. I don't know if it's passed down genetically, but I inherited like a compulsive type addictive personality. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to do anything, I'll just do it and go all the way, and then I'll just quit whenever I want. Like, I don't know if I inherited that, but there's like anytime, like even at SpaceX, I used to smoke cigarettes and I could stop smoking. I could buy 20 packs for a month or whatever. And then just anytime I feel like, I'm done smoking, this shit's stupid, because I didn't like feeling like I needed something. Hey man, we all. But look, LBC finest. Why are they drinking though? That's the thing. Why are they drinking? They're self-medicating. They're dealing with their traumas and they're self-medicating, and that's the easiest, cheapest way to get it done. And alcohol is just strictly poison. It's just poison, and but they put one on every corner where we have access to. And alcohol is one of the hardest fucking things to kick. It's deadly to kick if you're an alcoholic. I got so many friends, rest in peace, my nigga Felix, that passed away in they sleep because of alcohol and choking and throwing up and dying. Alcohol is a beast, man. Hey, you watch out for them vape things, man. I hear a lot of stuff about them vapes. Obsessive thoughts and compulsive actions, right? And you know, when I start getting into my compulsive actions, I don't even talk to nobody about it. I just go and do it because I know that they're going to try to talk me out of it. So I'll avoid situations. I'll avoid people because I know that they're going to try to get me to not do what I want to do, and it's going to impede on my compulsive action. So I'll avoid people. Man. Well, okay, we not from 63rd. Sex addiction. I think a lot of us growing up, how I grew up, or growing up around what I grew up around, we didn't value sex. We didn't put sex on a pedestal as like a value, like it's a very important, loving thing. Sex was just a thing that you do. We fucking like, you have a girl. Like my cousins, they didn't used to ask me, do you have a girlfriend? Like as a kid, they used to ask me, how many girlfriends do you have? How many girlfriends do you have? I know you got about 5 girlfriends. And it was just like that thinking of like, oh shit, you supposed to have more than one, and you supposed to like supposed to be popping. And that's what we value more, consumption. To the more women you have, or for women, the more men you have, or the more pimping that you're doing, the more money you get from men, the more cracking you are. And so I grew up with the mindset of the more girls that you pop, the more cracking you are. But with that comes no value. You don't value sex, and you don't value the actual person. You just value the number. You just value the number of how many you've had. And that's a big thing that like carries on into adulthood. Like, do you like, if you're cheating, like this is just sex. It was just sex. Like what are you tripping? But somebody else that grew up healthy is thinks very, very highly of sex. They put a lot of value on sex. But if you grow up in an unhealthy environment, it's like, man, it don't mean nothing. Kissing somebody means more than sex to certain people. Giving somebody money at one point in time meant more than sex. Like, I ain't tricking. I ain't no trick. But you over here laying down with her, like that's more. You can make soul ties. But we were tricked into believing that there's no value in sex. Like it's just something we do. Like, nigga, we popping. Let's get cracking. Oh, you got her? I'm gonna go get like let's see how many numbers we can get. It was just put no value on it. And so that's where I think the sex addiction comes from, or that is a portion of sex addiction, because it becomes the norm. It becomes the norm, as in like, oh shit, I need more and more and more. I need to consume more. I need to consume more. And it's like predatorial. You'll take a person's whole bad vibes with you. You'll take their whole vibration and energy with you. You go in and you go in there and you bring some shit out with you. You take it to your next partner. And then I'm not talking about disease and STDs. I'm talking about energy. Them soul ties is real. Like We were crazy kids. Like, we really were crazy kids. We thought about kissing was more important. Like, I ain't kissing her, but you just had sex with her. Yeah, sex addiction can come from being molested, unfortunately, as well. And then you have that. You got these demons and these monsters that grow up in these black and brown neighborhoods, or these black and brown households, and black and brown households are always, shh, keep that down, hush, hush. We don't want to talk about that. Don't put our family business in the street. But really, you're just protecting monsters, monster behavior. Alcoholics, like, don't get mad. He hit you. You know how he gets when he's drunk. Leave him alone. It's your fault. You shouldn't have messed with him. Like, no, the motherfucker shouldn't have hit her. Oh, because he was drunk, it's okay because we know he gets drunk and he's violent. We should avoid that. No, the problem is with him, not the person who got hit. We victimize the predator. Yep. Frank T fucking for survival, fucking for some place to stay. And that's when you're not having sex because you love somebody. You're not having sex because you making this bond with this person and I want to be with this person. So I'm going to share this vulnerable. Think about how vulnerable it is for a woman to have to give up what she gives up. Men, we on the outside. Women have to it's so intimate that we don't even think about it. But kids, they be trusting people, and then predators will threaten a child. That's how predators work. Predators know they do it all the time. It's not their first time. It's not something new to them. A predator will say to a child, if you say something about this, I'm gonna do this to your sister. If you say something about this, I'm gonna tell everybody you did this. And little kids is just like, their mind is like fucked up. They're like, oh no, I don't want that to happen. I'm not gonna say nothing. They take advantage of children in the worst ways. That's why I fucking hate pedophiles. I hate, when I say the pedophile purge, the purge I want for pedophile, I mean that shit. Like, it's the worst. Taking advantage of a child, taking a child's innocence, ruining their life. You get no worse than that. And now with social media, we got these unrealistic expectations of what a woman or what a man should be or what you should have. So now you out here in the real world looking for something on social media that don't even exist because they don't even actually look like that or behave that way. They just selling something. Yeah, like you should. Well, literally, Frank. Like, nobody should look down on anybody when they're struggling. You know what I mean? All of us go through struggles. All of us go through certain shit that's like not cool. Like the plight right now, like of our babies. You know what I mean? Like a representation, like that video of them little kids that look at those dolls and say like, what doll is ugly? And they say the doll that looks like them, these little black girls, little black babies, is saying that the black doll is the ugly one, it's the bad one, because it looks like them. You know how deep rooted that pain is? That's that hatred that is taught, like, your hair is nappy, you got ugly hair. When nappy hair is the most healthiest hair on the world. But we're taught that it's so ugly. And I got taught about if you look up the power of spirals, things that move in a spiral form, how powerful that is. And that to have hair that comes out in a spiral out of your life force, but we're taught that what comes out is ugly when it's literally the most powerful symbolism, the most powerful structure. Everything, think about tornadoes, think about whirlpools, think about the earth, think about the galaxy. Everything spins. But we're taught, we have black women right now that are spending so much money to hide what's beautiful. to not come out the house looking like what they look like because they've been taught that that shit is ugly. Now I understand protective hairstyles. Yeah, I understand protective hairstyles and putting in braids and making sure, yeah, I get that shit. But to be told that what we have or what they have is not acceptable, it's cold. You know what I mean? Like just recently, the private schools, the Catholic private schools is just letting black boys have twists, protective hairstyles. They still didn't even recognize protective hairstyles. Hey, Jemai Connor, you on my shit right now. The golden spiral. You already know. DNA. Spiral. Samson. Look how powerful his hair was. But they systematically try to tell us that what we have naturally is ugly or not sought after. When everything we have as indigenous, as natural people, they try to copy and portray and infiltrate and say that it's theirs and that they came up with it. They want us to hide our hair because it's beautiful. What up, Mac Wop? Was that Mac Wop in here? Yeah, Samson, that is Mac Wop. What up, Mac? But we as black men, brown men, as men in general, have to support our beautiful black women and let them know how beautiful they are. Because it is a point right now where I think they don't feel as beautiful as they should. And they're doing things that's taken away from their beauty. European beauty of the standard of beauty, like all that fucking when I was a kid, you know what was crazy? They had the girls that used to be throwing up, the models, bulimic. The bulimic girls was a big thing. Bulimia, because these girls were trying to look like women in magazines. These old skinny shits that they showing on in magazines, these little girls were making it for anorexia and bulimia. Was a disease that was rampant in America because these girls were trying to look like these models, dying, not eating and shit, scarfing a bunch of food down and then throwing it up immediately because they're trying to resemble what they see in magazines when it's not even fucking real. And that's what's happening right now with social media, but it's even worse. And I don't know what the disease is. It's not anorexia, it's not bulimia, but this body dysmorphia, this body modifying shit is a sickness. It's a real fucking sickness. I think we should, Sadrina's Diamonds, I think we should all accept each other always and make one another feel loved, wanted, and that's real shit. That's real, like we all need to respect each other, but it's a real attack though. It's a real attack on our women. And there's certain things that we need to fight, stand up and fight for them. You know what I mean? Because this shit's getting out of control. Nah, man, we're not doing that crazy stuff. Never stop. Like, we support everybody. We fuck with Mac. Like, everybody's. We all peace here. It's all peace edition. All positive edition here. But that's just something. And then you know how they harboring black women's organs? How they studying black women's organs? That black lady from hundreds of years ago, they still studying her shit. Because she has some shit in her shit that they can't find in anything else. And they trying to figure out how to mass produce what black women naturally have. That melanin shit ain't no fucking joke, ain't no lie. They stealing fucking placentas for fucking stem cell research. Black women are going missing all over. Black women, African women are going missing. Flying African women out promising for them to be maids are to have a job, and then when they get to where they're going, they kill them. Because they harboring their organs. They want what black women have. And no one's really talking about that shit. Because so Cameron Williams, so why what you didn't get why the I don't know if it's anorexia or bulimia, which one is the one where they hoard the food and they throw up, but it's because they've starved themselves for so long that when they start eating, they're just devouring everything that they're manically eating. They're manically eating, like they're being so manic in what they're doing. They're just like, and they do that, and then at the last minute they get rid of it. Yeah, the hospital sells your placenta, man. That's them. They sell them shits. I think it's like $40,000. There's independent contractors that go to hospitals that have contracts with hospitals that go and collect placentas. Bulimia is the throw up one. That is bulimia. And their teeth would rot because they would have so much throw up in their teeth and stuff. It was a sad situation. But now we've gone the opposite. Now we got people putting cement in their booties, wearing these fake ass titties, looking like a SpongeBob character. Some people look like they've been drawn. But at some point, we have to stand up and talk about all this crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, if we don't talk about it, if we don't share what's going on, like, it's just going to be another day goes by, and this and this and that. All these kids, you know what's crazy? Sex trafficking is number one in Los Angeles. Like, it's the highest concentrated place for sex trafficking. And they make more money than the airline industry combined. They make more money than the airline industry. And I've never met somebody whose child had been stolen or this and that, or is dealing with that in their family outside of prostitutes out here or whatever. But that shit is so prominent. But I've never even met these motherfuckers. For them to be able to operate a business that makes more than the airline industries, and them to operate in the dark and not be seen, that shit is strategically put together. How the fuck you have an industry of sex trafficking and stealing people and doing this shit, and you don't even know anybody in the industry or anybody saying shit about it, and they make it more money than the airlines? There's no way that system can operate in the darkness like that and not be known if it wasn't strategically being funded. Placentas, not placentia. Placentas. Thank you, EC. Yeah, they walking around looking crazy. These children coming across the border, they're not documenting them and letting us know who these children are and where they're going. These kids are coming across this border and getting lost. How the hell do they run an industry that makes more than the airline industry and we don't know anybody in the industry? They operating in the dark, on the dark web, wherever they fucking operating underground. That means that the motherfuckers that's higher up is allowing that shit to happen. There's no way you can operate in secrecy, making that much money, and nobody knows nothing about it. That's how you know who's involved. The underprivileged, the forgotten ones. Yeah, for sure. And LA is number one. I've asked this question at least 10 times in like the last week to people. Like, do you know anybody that's been abducted or any children that are missing? Have you ever dealt with somebody like that? Like, and they're like, no, I ain't never met nobody. But we're the number one. That means that it's these kids coming from across the border getting stolen. And people want to concentrate on the bullshit and say, "Oh, stop letting." But what about the human decency? What about the babies? Ain't nobody talking about. What I think about Israel and Palestine, I think that shit's been going on from forever. The shit that's going on with Israel and Palestine, that shit's been going on forever. The haves and the have-nots. What do I think about the haves and the have-nots? You could switch the names. You could put Ethiopia. You could put Somalia. You could switch the names. The Congo. The haves and the have-nots. Nick, thank you for the super chat, brother. $5. Cook. It breaks down to the haves and the have-nots. All over the fucking world. The shit is sickening. The shit is dirty. Check the highest tier of sex trafficking and check the movies released. Okay, I'll check that out. But we get on here and get here and want to dance and be crazy and this and that. It's so much more important shit to talk about and to discuss. And every day, there ain't no real there ain't no real future in this if you not got millions of people viewing. Like the motion in this is the message in this. That's where the motion is. That's where the movement is, in the message. This is where the power's at, is talking to y'all, getting the message out. That's what's the value. And I appreciate every super chat. Everything that y'all donate and give, I appreciate that shit. I feed my children with it. It allows me to be here and do this. But guess what? How valuable it is that we talk about the shit we talking about and we go out into the world and talk about it to people out there. And have an awakening and get people to recognize the shit that's going on. We ain't got time to fuck around and play a game. I saw Sounds of Freedom. That's that Epstein shit. You think they busted Epstein? That's one island. You know how many fucking islands are out here in this world that we don't fucking know about? That's what they got us. That's what they give us. There's really no rules to this life shit. There's rules for me. It's to be a decent human and serve. I was born to help and serve. That's all I'm on. I don't need to take. I don't need more than what I need. I'm just literally here to serve and do a good job and serving my purpose in life, which is to help. I'm just trying to help people. That's all I give a fuck about now. Because of I was just talking to somebody about the docks, the import export down there in Long Beach and in San Pedro, one of the biggest docks in the world. Shout out to Keem. But it's like these conversations, talking to our children, how we raise our babies, that this is all what matters. This is all what makes sense, is raising these children to be babies that care about their fellow human. They care about their fellow man, their fellow woman. And I'm sorry that I got like into too much stuff, like too deep on it, but it's just like, when I'm moved, I'm gonna talk on it. When I feel it, I'm gonna talk on it. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I get down. But we need to protect our babies out here. And I'm about to push this pedo purge. I'm not joking. We as a culture need to go back to the golden rule. What? Treat others as you want to be treated? Yeah. But we also need to go to the golden rule of not taking no shit. Treat others how you want to be treated, but also leave us the fuck alone. Leave us the fuck alone, because you don't leave us alone, it's a problem. And we're the problem. That's what we need. We need to treat each other with love and kindness and this, but we also need to protect each other with a veracity. Yeah, treat others as you want to be treated, but protect your loved ones and your fellow human like, nigga, there is no tomorrow. With such ferocity and viciousness, where people would think twice about even walking even in your vicinity. The man who has the gold makes the rules. To the victor goes, the history goes to the victor, whatever, like whoever wins the war writes history, you know, like it's just, it is what it is. But the trick is, the lie is that you think that because they have gold, that's it. The power is not wanting that fucking gold. I don't want that fucking gold. I don't want that fucking car. I don't want this shit. All I want is to be here farming with my people and doing this and that. And then you'll see them come after you. Then they really gonna come after you. When you stop needing them. When you stop asking them for a handout. That's when they gonna come fuck with you. When niggas stop saying, hey, can you help me? And niggas like, nah, I'm good. I don't need the government assistance. I don't need the city over here. I don't need the county. Nah, I got my own shit. We got our own things going on. That's when they gonna come in and start fucking with you. That's when you know you're doing something right. When you telling them no. Nah, I don't need that. And then they trying to force that shit on you. To the victor go the spoils. Right. That's some deep shit. That's EC and Majin Lee. Real talk. Real talk. Do you think generational... Ace Boy Dogface, thank you for the $2 super chat. Can you speak on anger and managing violent ways? Okay, I don't know how to pin these shit. So let me talk about, I'm going to get to you, EC, and Matt, but can you speak on anger and managing violent ways? And this is, I'm going to just try to say this as best as I can. Managing your anger and your violent ways, it's like saving it up in the bank. Like saving it up as a resource. Use your anger and your violence as a resource, and focus that shit when it needs to be focused on somebody. So when you do release that shit, it's like the fucking Kraken. Yeah, anger and violence is not a way to live, but if you can harness that shit, harness that power, and then when that shit opportunity comes to where you got to protect somebody and you got to put on a display of how to just fucking destroy some shit, that's when you use it. Stop wasting your anger and your violence and your physical attributes on shit that don't matter. Use that shit on shit that matters. Okay, EC, do you think generational trauma keeps people from protecting their own? I think it could be generational trauma, but also self-hatred. And not seeing them, like, not valuing themselves. So if I don't value me, how can I fucking value you? If I look at you and I see me, how can I value you? Because I don't value me. If I look at you as I see myself, there's nothing there. I don't even love myself, so I don't even fucking love you because you remind me of me. Hey, Dad. What's up, baby? What's up? How you doing? Good. Come here. Do you love yourself, Pops? Yeah. How much you love yourself? A lot. Good. Give me some. I love you, baby. Self-hatred is a motherfucker, man. It's really a thing. You have to heal in order to heal. Or they say hurt people, but now they're saying, like, look, trip off this. They're saying that trauma is passed down genetically. That trauma is passed down genetically. So if trauma can be passed down genetically to us, what about the ones who issue out the trauma? Are they not passing down their bad behavior, their traits? So it's only the victims that pass down the trauma, not the motherfuckers that's causing the trauma? Don't only talk about us because we're acting out. What about the motherfuckers that's causing this shit? They pass that shit down genetically too. But they don't want to talk about that. They only want to talk about the motherfuckers that's trying to rise up and dealing with the shit from the past. But what about the motherfuckers that instilled that trauma? Oh, nah, they off limits. They don't pass down they shit. Right. That's a good one, Jemai. People have a tendency to try and justify what they do to mask evil intent, to fit their narrative. They will fix and change some shit up to fit their narrative, to support their narrative, to support their action. But the thing that we have to not be so focused on our trauma and the shit that happened to us as black and brown people, as black people, as slaves in America, and the Jim Crow and all that. We have to not be so focused on our pain and our trauma that we don't recognize pain and trauma in other people. Because we can't be the people that's like, oh, well, you didn't go through what we went through. Yeah, you went through some shit, but it's nothing compared to us. Like that's what we have to avoid. Pain is pain, trauma is trauma, and we have to recognize it in other people. And people are suffering all across the world. Nobody has gone through what we went through in America as black people, but we also have to not let that be our focus. We can't let our pain be our focus to where we can't see and recognize it in other people and fight for other people going through it. November 5th, and hey, Mikey, November 5th is finna be a wake up call for the whole nation. Watch. Let me top you. I'm gonna top that. This summer is gonna be a wake up call for the whole fucking world. This summer 2024 is about to be a wake up call for the whole fucking world. Watch. Everybody's talking about November 5th and the election and all this shit. This summer, in a couple months, in a few weeks. I don't know what it is, but I feel it. Watch what... Reservations. I'm just saying there is a lot of interracial relationships now. Yeah, there's a lot of interracial relationships. How can you not love someone that you grow up with or that you learn to... I'll say this. We are all interracially mixed at some point. There's nobody at this point. I don't think anybody is completely pure, right? As long as you picking somebody that's down to fucking die for you and die for your people, you picking the right person. As long as you picking somebody that's willing to sacrifice for you, just as you're willing to sacrifice for them, you're making the right decision. Trump can't set nobody free. No human can set nobody free. That's the thinking that's got us fucked up. We think somebody can save us. No human can set us free. Trump is just a pawn as well. Trump is a pawn on somebody else's board. We're not even on that board. Trump, as powerful as he is a pawn on their chessboard. I kid. 2024 is some shit. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. What up, man? Can't nobody save you but God. but the universe. But you doing what you're supposed to do out here in this world. If you ain't helping somebody, you ain't doing, you messing up. But we all we got, right? Like we gotta stop thinking that the image is of what the image was 60 years ago. Think about the image of what it is right now, 2024. Look at the world. Look at who's active. Look who's doing stuff. We gotta work with who's around us, who's supporting us, who's willing to go through the fire with us. Nigga, how you gonna revolt against this government, nigga? Revolt. Nigga, do you know what a revolt is right now? Complete genocide. Who you gonna revolt against? It's over. You fighting for this life. I'm fighting for the life after. This world is already owned. It's already controlled. Who you gonna revolt against? You think this is some fucking Terminator shit? Nigga, Andre 3000 said, you think you got a gun? Nigga, they got some shit that'll blow your back out from where they stay at. You think you got weapons and ammunition? They got some shit that will blow your shit up from fucking million of miles away. We ain't revolting against no motherfucking government. We have to build our own. We have to live within our own and teach each other how to be right, how to live right. Revolt. It's too late. Revolt was supposed to happen in the 1800s. Before they have fucking drones and shit. It ain't about rising. See, this is the thing. I get you, Mikey. We as black and brown people have all the weapons to rise up and kick a revolution. I feel though we like-minded people surround by each other. What do you think is happening in Palestine? Look at the revolt. I'm not saying use that as a way of fear, but when they have it, the haves are not going to let you do that. You have to think beyond just right this moment on this earth. You have to build outside of what they have. I don't want what they have. I don't want to rise up and be a part of this shit. They can have this shit. I want to look at my wife and look at her smile and see the joy in her face. And the fulfillment of what we're doing is helping people or whatever. We can't revolt. You can't fight this government. You can't fight the military. The military is going to fight each other. We just going to get picked off just by being innocent bystanders. Rios, we need coordinates to Coatland if you're serious. Well, here so we meet our leader. EC, you are a fool, man. Oh shit. I'm telling you. A revolt starts in your mind and spreads to your family and friends. Change starts with you. A revolt means that we're going against what they have. They don't have anything of value for us. Everything that they have is no value for us. What we need is our origin. What we had in the origin, which is to just feed ourselves, love our family, and move forward. But we're caught up in the everything. We're caught up in all this. Yep. And you know what's a good movie, Jamai, is damn it, I'm Origins by Ava DuVernay has a movie out called Origins. It's about a book that this lady wrote, the caste system. Deep. Makes you kind of look and makes you look at things in a different light. Like, oh shit, maybe I was tripping. Maybe I didn't notice or didn't look at it in the right way, or maybe I didn't pay attention to this fact or this portion of the argument. Keep it real, Reels. Do you have a bunker? Yep. Nah, I ain't got no bunker. Be kind. Best thing. I like that, Nazir Fontaine. Best thing is to live your life, be kind and dangerous. Stay dangerous, my friends. Fuck them worldly things, man. Yeah, check that out. Check out the Origins by Ava DuVernay. But I believe babe, you up here, Ayana? What was the name of the book that Ava DuVernay did that movie off of? I could look it up. Let me see. It was called the Caste System.
Oh, Cast.
Caste. It was called Caste. I love that, Nazir. Best thing to do is to live your life, be kind and dangerous. And talk to God. Talk to that universe. Get that shit out there. Hey, what you need me to do? What do you want me to do? What is my purpose? I have a new rejuvenation. I feel like I have a breath of fresh air because I feel like I found my purpose and y'all helped me find it by talking to y'all and getting out here and doing this shit. I'm not here to play around and do some silly shit no more. My super chats is fucking up. I don't even know how to check that shit, man. I'm sorry. If my super chats is fucking up, damn it. I don't know what the hell. My shit is I'm sorry, Ace Boy. Just ask the question right here. Ace Boy Dogface, just ask it. I'll read it. We have yes, ECU with the business. I gotta chop it up with you for real. But if you had a question, Ace Boy Dogface, ask it. I'll read it. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. My super chats ain't popping up. Let me see. Let me refresh the chat. Now there we go. I don't know what's up. I got to talking about some shit that's too real. They don't want me to get no super chats properly. They like, shut this motherfucker up. He talking too much. Oh man, my bad. But yeah, man. Damn, this turned into a whole nother thing. I didn't know it was gonna get up. I ain't pulled up one video. I just been sitting here talking. My bad, y'all. Hating on the player, cuz. But like on everything, I fuck with y'all for real, man. Like I really, really fuck with y'all, and I mean everything I say. I'm not just talking. I'm not just on some bullshit. I mean everything that I fucking say, and I'm trying to live a better life, and I'm trying to be a better person every day. I'm trying to be a better example for my kids. I'm trying to show how to deal with your issues that you have and being able to keep moving forward and keep your positive motion. Tons of nerd out here, all races. Like, hey, I feel like we creating an amazing place, right? Like we creating an amazing space where we talking about some shit. We getting on some shit. Quick, talk about the NBA. Real shadow man. Ain't nobody gonna invite me on their pod no more, man. So Joe TH said, do you believe that forgiving someone is for you and not for them? I believe forgiving someone is not for either one of you. It's for the witnesses. It's for the people around to see what can happen when there's humility. You may lose your leg, and you losing your leg wasn't even for you. It was for your neighbor to see that you lost your leg, and it was the blessing was for him to see that and something in his life change. Everything forgiving may not be for the two parties, but for the witnesses of the action. It's a lot of things are bigger than us. I believe forgiving is for the community. Forgiving is for the neighborhood, for the witnesses, for the people around to say, okay, we can rejoice, we can take a deep breath. They're back on good terms. I've never seen along with the gods. I'm gonna write along with the gods. Ayana, I'm gonna text you something. Hold on, I'm texting it to my wife. Along with the gods. Oh my God. There go the super chat. Blessing reels. Now look into the light, please. Looking into the light. Oh shit. Blessings, Rios. Okay, Ace Boy Dogface. What's up with the puppies? Can I get that dog? So the puppies ain't here yet. I actually need to hit him up and see how Zuri is doing. Maybe if he got the test to see how many puppies she has. But they're not here yet. You got like another, you have another 2 to 3 weeks before she drops puppies. And then 2 months from that to puppies get out. So let me see. How can I get the information on the event in Paris for the Juneteenth thing? Hold on, let me pull it up. I can pull it up, and I'll just have it here on the screen for you. Cali grown trees. Hold on, I gotta remember who I sent it to. Oh. Damn it. It is right here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. My bad, y'all. There. So there it is, Cali. It's June 8th, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. And there's the address in Paris, California. And it's a family event, which is the best part about it. What's up, Reels? Made it to your live. Just got back from jiu-jitsu practice. Hey, man, I used to have my son in jiu-jitsu. I love jiu-jitsu. I love the culture of jiu-jitsu. They're always like the best energy, nicest of people, man. Where do you, Jose, are you out here in LA or are you in a different area? I got you. I'm doing a raffle. Ace Boy, ain't that many people did the subscription, so it's not a big list of people that are in the raffle. So you have a likelihood to get a puppy. But remember, it's got to be a subscription here on YouTube and a subscription on. I can't even do subscription on Kick because I'm not even. So yeah, whatever, dog. Kingdom of Heaven? Nah, I don't think I ever watched that. Nope. Yeah, of course, man. Cali Grown Trees. I'll be there. I'll be hosting. Just let me know. Hit me in my DM. Tell me your name. Like, just I'm I'm very approachable, man. Like I'm this ain't no joke. Like I really care about y'all and I want y'all to be a part of what I got going on and I want to be a part of what y'all got going on. For real. Like it ain't no bullshit. I wanna build this community out. And merch is gonna be dropping soon. My business partner is busy right now, but we already have our ideas about our hats and our shirts and our merch that's coming out, and it's a whole dope ass message behind it. It's some other shit. It's not no regular merch that's just selling some clothing. It's a message. It's a membership. It's a whole movement behind it. That when we have that shit on, you wearing that, we know you with that business. And the name is so dope. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna talk to him Sunday. I already got the LLC and shit, but I want to get the trademark and the logo completed before I like really pronounce or announce what it is. But it is about us and a membership and moving as one. Not no cult shit, but maybe some cult shit. But it's a belonging. It's a togetherness. Oh man, I can't wait. And I've been working on this shit for 15 fucking years. Just haven't acted on it, but it's been my thought, my idea for 15 years. Pismo Beach. Oh yeah, I know where that's at. Yep. I'm looking to get a trailer, and I probably will when I get it, I'll drive it out there. Find a coffee shop for me to visit out there in Pismo Beach, man. We'll get some footage. We'll vlog that shit up. You could beat my ass in some jujitsu. Give me after we have some coffee, you can choke the motherfucker out. Oh, Kingdom of Heaven with Orlando Bloom. I've seen the trailers and like the pictures on Netflix or whatever. I've seen it being promoted. Yeah. Maybe some cold shit, dude. Maybe, you know what I mean. But we would be the cold. We would be the coldest, most official cult ever. Let's go. Wait, what'd you say, Culture? You need a producer for your live so they have a tempo and pace. Can I DM you? Yeah, DM. Streams, not lives. Ain't streams and lives the same thing? Yeah, DM me, nigga. Let's talk because I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I'm just out here fucking talking. Children of the Coffee. Oh, shit. Children of the Coffee. That's a cold one. Children of the Coffee. Yeah, man. I'm going to have them little motherfuckers out there going to work. Oh, man. Everyone invited. No nonsense. Everybody invited. Oh, shit. Nigga. Damn. That is funny as fuck. Children of the Coffee. But we've been in here for 2 hours. Chopped it up with y'all. We talked about some good shit. Everybody hit me up, support. I'm gonna have hopefully I have the Sip and Sonder ready to drop in the morning. I'm gonna talk to Suave tonight, see if it's ready. I already sent the footage and all that stuff. But it's a good message, man. The Sip and Sonder. So just please support, just watch it, just like, you know what I mean, and support the message. And we're gonna keep getting streams and lives like this done, man. Like we gonna keep moving. We're not playing around. We need a 4-banger one day, dude. I'm trying to tell you, my best live, one of my best lives when I was doing like the Kendrick and Drake, and I was bringing up like the songs. They cut me. They cut that shit. I can't even go back to it. It was like 3.5 hours, and the next morning, it was cut. Like damn. It would be, hey man, I'm serious, Jose. I'm serious. Like when I get that trailer and I start driving and going out to coffee shops and interviewing people, I want to meet everybody. Like I want us all to be active because I'm not fucking playing. Like this is a whole different vibe. This is a whole different energy. Like it's not about me. It's about us. I'm telling you. Reels can chart out, and I got my 40 acres up there in Shasta County too, so don't play around, nigga. Like, you know, I'm serious about this shit. But the trailer, that next move, that RV is really gonna take us to another level. Children of the coffee, you know what I mean? Like, we got to get the children ready, man. They got to be ready to go. Oh shit. Johnny Bravo, don't bring up those are sensitive subjects, man. Don't bring that up. Don't bring that shit up. That shit hurt. That somebody was hurt about that. Oh man. Who is 7? Ayana? You alright? That was you, baby? Fair Trade Coffee Club. Let's go, man. Rios Manson, let's go. Who's the other one? Jim Jones? Who was the motherfucker in Waco, Texas? They ain't got nothing on us, man. They ain't got nothing on us. All right, we about to be vicious. But y'all got to support this shit, though. I can't do it if y'all not going to support it. I'm going to just keep it close to my chest if y'all ain't going to support that shit, man. What up, Gusty? I see you in here. When you going to get your shit popping, man? You going to drop something? What you doing? Oh shit, man. Y'all motherfuckers be having me going crazy up in here, acting a fool. But I appreciate y'all, man. I can't say it enough how much I appreciate y'all and how much I fuck with y'all. Oh, David Coffer. Havoc, how's the intro coming, guys? Fat equals flavor. What's up, man? You up in here? Where you been? Cocaine Mitch, what's up? I see y'all falling in late, man. I done did 2 hours, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Now my niggas is up in here. Hey, man. Y'all make me happy, man. Make me proud to be up in here doing this. And then Sunday morning, we got that going. We can talk code all day long. What up? I need it, Havoc. I need that intro, man. Come on, don't play. You just DM me on IG? Okay, I'm going to respond. When I get off here, I'm going to respond. Let me just fucking respond right now. Before my ADHD fuck up and I'll be forgetting. Watch out for those fucking parasites, cuz. Watch out for those motherfuckers that's just feeding off of you. Motherfucking tapeworms, barnacles, fucking leeches. I don't even give a fuck if they're kind of parasites that don't harm you. If they not adding value, get rid of them, man. I got you, John. Let's go. Got you. Talk about escorts and aliens. We was all over the place tonight. But that's how we get down, man. We be all over. Yazzers is in here. Looking fucking Lovely is in here. Y'all motherfuckers is late, man. Y'all do me like that, Lovely and Yazzers. Y'all come up in here all late and shit. After we done fucking sweated it out, we went through it. Bad fucking audio, all kinds of shit. Hold on. Solo One. You should give back to the subscribers like $1,000 money giveaway since we putting money in your pocket. Laughing my ass off. I know you not going to like this comment, chat. I love that comment. I'm doing better than $1,000, nigga. Fuck $1,000, nigga. I'm giving away $4,500 cane Corsos, nigga. How about that? Yeah, nigga. Now what? I know you ain't gonna like that comment, nigga. Give a fuck about that, nigga. I'm trying to give people what I appreciate in life. Yeah, the mods is up in here now. There go Gang. There go fucking Lovely. Y'all niggas is late. Nick been in here holding it down. Children of the coffee are hot right now. Nigga, we mad. We had a good time up in here tonight, though. I appreciate y'all falling through, though, Yaz and Lovely. You know I fuck with y'all all the way. Thank you, Cobain. Just subscribe. Fat equals flavor. Yeah, your ass is up in here late, too, nigga. Yeah, Solo One. You forgot that, huh, nigga? You didn't like that comment, Solo One? Talk about you should give away $1,000. Fuck that $1,000, nigga. Give it away probably upwards of 20,000 damn dollars. Oh shit! Did you get your profile? Okay, let's go. I got you. Hold on. How do I do this? I know how to do it on my phone. I haven't done it on the computer yet. Hold on. Dang it. I'm trying to mod you up right now, Ace Boy, Dogface. It's tripping though. It's not letting me. What'd you do, Ace Boy, Dogface? Lovely kid, do you got access to mod people? Lovely, our gang. Can y'all mod up Ace Boy, Dogface? If y'all can, I don't know how to do this shit. You got you through the shift, Cobain? That's what I'm talking about, man. Trying to help motherfuckers get through the day, man. That's all it is. We out here helping each other, man. In fairness, it didn't show you were live. It didn't show that I was live. Fuck, I don't know what's going on with my shit, man. I got somebody in my DM that's gonna help me with all this shit, man. Okay, send me the breakdown. I got somebody that's about to help me, man. Like this shit. Suave not even in here. Nigga, like, where's Suave at, man? Trying to refresh this motherfucker. Ayana, did y'all go to boxing? What? Where was Xander at? Oh, shoot. I was asking JJ. There we go. Tell them to slide in my DM. I need extra help too. I feel you. Oh, shoot. Oh, dang it. I got to figure out what's going on. What I'm supposed to do to mod him up? See, look, at Suave not even up in here. I'm going to take that nigga shit. Where's Suave at, man? I'm going to give Dogface Suave power, man. So I got to have my, what is that called? Who's Apocalypse's crew? The Four Horsemen. I'm going to have the Four Horsemen up in here. Lovely, Yazzers, Dogface, Gang. I'm going to be the Horsemen. I'm going to have 5 Horsemen and have y'all in here wrecking shop. I'm clicking his name. Let me see. Something been tripping with my chat today anyway. I don't know what the fuck has been going on. I'm about to mod you up, EC, too. I just don't, my dumb ass don't know how to do it. Yeah, timeout Suave, yes. Like, we're going to time that nigga out. But, yeah, I got to mod up EC and I got to mod up Ace Boy Dogface, but I don't know how to fucking do this shit, dude. Yeah, better late than never. I always appreciate you, Lovely. I'm glad you up in here, though. Damn it. If I go live in the morning tomorrow, I'll do it from the phone. I know how to do it from my phone because I did it this morning. So on the way to work tomorrow, I'll go live and then I'll mod you up. But just be ready at 7 in the morning, Ace Boy, Dogface, and EC, so I can mod y'all. But yeah, all right, I'm out. Love y'all. Out of here. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all in the morning. But go out there, be a blessing. Have a good night. Say your prayers. Talk to the universe. Send out some love. And hopefully y'all get have